Can you tell us some behind-the-scenes secret from the set or something that maybe people would be surprised to know just from watching the movie that they might not
Behind the
realize?
scenes secret. Wow.
Yeah.
I might get arrested if that happens, but behind the scenes secret. I would say one thing would be we like to, which is fun, and I always think it's really important in all those kind of intense scenes. Most of them had jokes slammed in there. Basically, we'd always do several takes where there would be a kind of stupid joke in there somewhere, which is fun because I think sometimes when you're doing this serious material in this kind of crazy futuristic world, it's good to sometimes, crack a joke as a cast and be able to relax and realize that, you're not solving world hunger, you're making a film. Um, yeah, I guess that would be one. Um, what else? I don't think I can say that. So yeah, I guess.
My question, as much as your character has a relationship with Triss, I also was fascinated by the kind of interaction you had with Jai Courtney's character. And if you could talk, one, about working with him and kind of what you took away from that experience, and two, kind of how you saw that relationship with those two characters, and if they were adversaries who had to work together. I mean, kind of how you put that in your head.
Yeah, I was really pleased when I found out that Jai was going to play that role because, in a way, in the book, I don't know, he seemed he didn't see. I feel like Jai kind of represents that in a really good way, and he's a really not only physically but kind of the way he plays it is quite formidable. And I wanted I wanted them to be almost equal, two characters who were kind of strong enough in very different ways to be butting heads. Um, I think what initially the way I settled it was that they would be kind of not exactly friends, but they would be functioning together because inherently Four, although he is divergent and he ends up rebelling, at the beginning he should be someone who believes in the system. He's an advocate for the system and he's like a kind of pseudo general, and I think Jai is one of those as well, and they represent two diverging paths. Jai's character goes down he gets kind of, I guess, wooed by power and is interested in kind of is part of this big military coup, whereas Four represents maybe the more old school kind of way of being hopeful for believing in a system that kind of it has equality, I guess. But yeah, I like the idea of these two characters kind of working for the same team, but also fucking wanting to like occasionally kill each other.
Hi, you. Hi.
Hey.
My question is, the Divergent world is the people choose what they want to be. So how about yourself? So you're now actor. So what made you choose become actor?
To be an actor. Yeah, what moment? I was walking down the street and no, well, I think it was always kind of in my sphere, and I'd be lying if I said, oh, it's funny when people are like, oh, I just fell into this movie and suddenly I'm really wealthy and extremely whatever. Not that I'm wealthy, unfortunately, but it was always part of what I was doing. I think actually, genuinely, there probably was a point when I was doing a really bad version at university of Patrick Marber's Closer, and I was on stage and there was a particular joke, and I remember thinking, this is not only gratifying, but a really kind of, there's something really exciting about this, and I thought if I could try at least to do this in a professional context, then it would be a really fulfilling and exciting way to try and earn a living.
Hi.
Hey.
You and Triss and Four have a very complicated, complex relationship in the film and in the book as well. What do you think, in a sense, draws them together from the beginning and as their relationship develops?
I think she is kind of fascinated by him, but also doesn't understand his motivations. He seems to be kind of very cold and then momentarily hot, and inevitably that is something that lots of relationships gravitate towards. But also I think he sees in her something unique and dynamic in a world where he sees lots of people coming through the system, and inherently I think it's an interesting relationship because it's not based on lots of swooning. It's essentially two people who respect each other, and he really, really respects her and sees that she is completely selfless but also strong, and she sees his rippling abs.
Okay. Thank you all very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.